Hey guys, welcome back to Her Hive.
Welcome back.
We're so happy to be here, be back. It has been, y'all, I want to say we love Her Hive. Her Hive has been buzzing.
Her Hive really has been buzzing. Her Hive is the bee's knees. Her Hive is all that in a bag of honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How was your week?
My week was good.
You had a good week?
I'm always having a good week.
Okay.
Ain't I?
We have a guest in the studio, and what we like to do when we have guests is we like to let them introduce themselves, and then we'll go from there. So we have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful guest in the studio. I'm so happy she's here. My girl, please introduce yourself.
I'm Zakia.
Hey, Zakia.
Hi, Dira.
How you doing today?
I'm extremely happy to be here.
I'm so happy that you're here. How was your week?
My week was good. It was busy.
Yeah, you had a busy week. And this is a question that we start with that we have been asking
That's
all
our
of
new
our
thing.
guests. Our go-to question is, Zakia, tell us, what's a girl's girl and are you a girl's girl?
I'm definitely a girl's girl.
How do you define a girl's girl? We have one.
I'm definitely a girl's girl. So I may skip around the question, but I'm gonna say what comes to my mind first.
Yeah.
Women, we have a tendency to forgive men for the lowest of the lows, but don't want to forgive our friends for shit. And I'm big on that. Like, if you just go back to something you forgave a man for, but then you mad at your friend for something that's really, really silly, I don't believe in that. And that's something that I try to check myself for. Like, just, have you forgiven a man for something worse? Okay, forgive your homegirl too. Or talk it out and communicate. I'm a girl's girl because I like to see girls win. I think that's enough for all of us. And yeah, I love women. I've been told, and Jazz will probably get this part because I know you're into your spiritual stuff. Like, I've been told in a reading before that I have great relationships with women. Women love me. It's the men part that I have to focus on.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
I think to your point around like forgiving men and not forgiving women, because I think you're right. Women will forgive men for doing
Unspeakable.
horrible,
Treacherous.
unthinkable.
horrible things, but not forgive their girlfriends. But is it because the expectation of men is so low?
Maybe.
And that you expect more from women than you
No,
do from men,
you might
from
be
men,
right.
I
right?
just think that some people are more male oriented. Like, some people care more. Like, me and my friends always say we're friend oriented.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
we much rather do something together and leave the men at home. You get what
Oh,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
But some girls are like, my man, my man, my man, my man. I even have had friends like this where it's like all about a man. You call her, yes, I'm with such and such and his family, and all her friends is the man friends and everything like
Yeah.
that. Like, some people really, a man is their end all be all.
Everything. Yeah. I know a girl like that and I met her years ago. And
We need to stop talking about girls we know.
I know, right? And I told my homegirl who I was with at the time, I was like, yo, she mentions her boyfriend 24/7. Every other word is I won't call his name because he has a
I don't
special
know. I love my man ass lady.
But
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that
why do we,
too.
the homegirls, need to know, like, I think it's weird. I don't like a my man. I don't like girls who sit on Twitter all day and tweet about their relationship and they man. Like, I don't know. Because it's like, why do we care? But that's also... I wasn't being shady. Because you talk about a lot of things, sis.
Who, me?
So it's balance. It's balance.
I haven't heard you
never
say
know
anything
what
about
man
it
I'm
today.
talking about.
Exactly. And that's why I'm like, okay, I prefer that because, like, I like it to keep it blank, but I just like, it's the same way I feel about Get Ready With Me videos. Like, bitch, who the fuck cares? I'm sorry. That's how I feel about Get Ready With Me videos.
Is that with the premise of the show? Woman. Why would you just say that?
Because I feel like, for me, I feel very awkward making Get Ready With Me videos. Because
I don't know how to do that.
I'm like, why would anyone be so invested in what I'm putting
Because you are that bitch.
I know, but it's not weird to watch me, like...
I salute it. Sometimes a little bit. I wish I could be more of one of them girls. But like I walked in here and I was like, y'all, this is the only beat face I got today. I got on some tinted moisturizer.
perfect.
You know what?
I'm
you are
not
so
that.
gorgeous. And when I came in here
Thank
and
you.
they start attacking me, you know what she said? Oh my God, you're the girl from the video. It's like, oh, you're the crazy bitch. I love you. And you know what? I respect that. So when you've been in the gym a lot this year, do you ever do any gym videos?
Not yet. And
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
I should
you
because, I
should.
think that I'm having some imposter syndrome. Like, oh, I gotta get a little bit more fit. I gotta get
Before you start sharing your
Yeah.
videos. Why do
And
you feel that way?
I don't know. Because I'm so new. So like I'm still working on my form. I'm picking with myself. Like you get your form right before you try to
Before
post a
you
video.
post, yeah.
Some of the shit I be doing, I don't even know what it's called. I just know I'm doing it. I don't
Yeah.
know what's that called. I don't know. I just know that
Yeah,
it's working on
yeah,
this. So I
yeah.
think that I'm just in that space, which is not. It's not a flex. It's not a good thing. But I
But
think
that's
that's
relatable.
Where I'm at.
I don't
yeah.
mean to
think so,
interrupt
too.
you, but that's relatable. And most people who are looking for gym content to watch, they don't want it to be like super proper, stringent, like because they don't know either. So having people watch you work with
I
what you're
know.
learning, I think would be a good
watch
thing.
me build up and be like, oh, she do look better than she did.
Yes.
before. I know. I have to get to that.
I'll
point.
repost it, girl.
And more so just watching you have a real journey because like I wouldn't know what to do in the gym. I'd be like
Listen,
trying to
this
read the
time
little
last
sign like,
year-
okay, I'm supposed to lift my arm and put my leg.
Stay
and,
home.
Yeah.
This time last
That's why I don't be in the
year,
gym.
I couldn't even. I have like friends that be in the gym
Yeah.
and they like, Zakia, like you good if you just go to the gym, you know. And
You'll
I'm just
cut
like,
up.
girl,
Yeah.
fuck you, go to hell. I'm never going to the gym.
Yeah.
But then,
Zakia.
oh,
You're fine.
No, I like that.
oh, okay. But then life happened. Life really happened, and we can get into that. But it made me do all the things I was supposed to have been doing. It like freed up time, more time than I even wish I had. But it made me go back and do all the things I'm supposed to be doing. And I like now I love the gym.
Now you love, so you're one of those people that like, oh, I gotta get to
Oh, I get up. Yeah, and I get up and I think about the gym. Or if I'm not at the gym, I'm on the trails walking. Like, yeah.
Oh.
I want to go. Can you take me?
Yes.
Yeah, she's the one to go with. You gotta get that motivator. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bring
I'll
both
go with
of
you.
us, actually.
I will go with you and sneakily record you and make a reel.
I know that's right.
Yeah, that's what I need from the young girls.
Yes.
See, I think I'm just a little bit past the generation of the content all day.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna work on it.
Yeah,
I'm working
it's
on
not
that.
that bad.
This is Hot Honey, where we talk about all of the teas of the week.
We
hot
saw,
honey.
yeah, the hot
Literally.
honey, yeah. So apparently, and we talked about this a little bit last. I talked about this a little last week. Kenya Moore of Kenya Moore Hair Care.
Who the fuck is gonna fix the mic?
All right, I'll just sit here all episode and hold it. Had an event for Kenya Moore Hair Care, and apparently she posted like either screenshots or videos of somebody, of another housewife, another one of her cast
Brittany
members,
Edie.
in a sexually explicit
No,
situation
at the event.
at the
Yes,
event,
at her hair.
and like
But
unveiled
why would you
it.
even
Yeah.
overshadow your
I
success
would
with
never.
something about somebody else? No,
I would
I have
never.
so much
self-centered.
pride.
I have too much pride.
would
I have too
never.
much pride. Because you're not going to make, because you remember when, who was having the hair event? Was it Marlo? And she came in with the marching band, right? Like, that's what you do.
Yeah.
You take over somebody else's event. You don't make your moment about,
Someone else.
and then that's also embarrassing. But apparently she got suspended for it.
Yeah, and they said she's suspended indefinitely, baby. That's not a suspension. That's an expulsion.
Yeah, that means until they get ready to film with your ass again, if they choose to.
But her and Portia like supposed to be friends this season. I just feel like, what are you going to do without Kenya Moore? You already do not have any
Oh
leaks.
yeah. You need, that show needs an anchor. It does not have a real, like Portia can be an anchor, but she's new this season, so you need a OG housewife anchor, and it can only be Kenya because Candy's gone.
Portia
Candy's
dragged
gone all the way.
Kenya.
I'm late.
Yeah, Candy, she left after this past season, and she been announced it. Portia took Kenya by, and that's Kenya real hair. Yeah, that's her.
She took her by her real hair.
He
and
took
dragged
her by her real hair down. Like, that shit really hurts. Like, your actual hair being pulled.
Girl,
More
you
than
ever
the
seen a
wig.
video of somebody fighting with some braids and they whole straight back come up?
Not straight
No.
back.
Oh, baby, I'm gonna find you a video
Of
When I
somebody
tell
getting their
you girls be
actual,
fighting
getting
and,
their
like,
braid down lifted.
Ooh, that's why I'm not about fight.
Like, say a
life.
stitch braid,
I keep it
whole
cute and
stitch up.
peaceful.
Raw skin. That has nothing to do with Real Housewives, though.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, sorry. All right.
That's what y'all. I really like. Hold on. I follow this group on Twitter. It's called Beat a Bitch.
That actually explains a whole lot about how we got to where we got. What is it, like group fights or just
No,
regular
babe,
fights?
You know, like the girls talk group. So
Yeah.
they just be uploading fights. I don't know how old these people are, but it's really always entertaining because then the people come under the tweet and they telling you why they were fighting and what happened and they going to fight again tomorrow. Girl, when I say that shit will show you some shit. That's how I saw.
Okay.
Anywho, back to Real Housewives. So the Brittany Edie thing. A lot of people from the hair care,
World.
the event.
Oh, the event.
Some
I'm
people were
sorry.
saying it didn't happen. Some people were saying it did. But I did see a screenshot, and it was a picture of Brittany Edie. But there was like, it seemed like a Photoshop penis on the side. A lot of the news, outlets were saying that it was literally revenge porn. Like it was literally something of her.
Because I had heard it was her sucking dick.
No, the penis was just off on the side.
Well, that's
So
silly.
I think Kenya is making the allegation that the girl is like a working girl. And
I'm not gonna lie, Miss Edie, when she started filming her confessionals, girl, she was playing a tricking song. I'm not gonna lie. She was giving it.
So she is a working girl.
But if she is a working girl,
I
she
mean,
done
whose
made it to
business
Real
is-
Housewives of Atlanta work, girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, whose business is it if she working?
Because Marlo's
Marlo's a working girl. Yeah, Marlo has yet to disclose to any of us how she gets anything.
I'm trying to go out there and be her niece.
Because she takes good care of her nieces and nephews. Yeah, she do. She really look out for her peoples. That's one thing I'll give her.
Mom.
You know. Oh yeah. All right. Well, I think that was all we have for Hot Honey.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you have something.
Unless you have a pop culture topic, see?
I don't.
Okay, so we are transitioning now to Inner B, and this is when we have real conversations about getting to know ourselves, getting to know our guests a little better, and having real talks about like pivotal moments of growth. So I'm trying to think of where to even begin with you because there's so many different. So y'all have to understand. I've known Zakia. Well, let me take a step back. I knew of Zakia when I was in high school because
you graduated?
05.
You were that girl.
Because she was like the hot older sister
I was 03.
who dated like all the ballers and the shot callers and she was
Why
like
was you in that girl business like that?
because everybody
was.
everybody knew
It was just before Instagram and stuff, so I always be like,
She
if it
was
like
famous.
Instagram was out, I would have
Yeah.
probably been like a RE and them.
yeah she was
I'm serious.
she was with all the
But that
she was with all the
before
niggas
All the upkeep had to, I couldn't keep up with today's Instagram, so I'm glad I wasn't. But if Instagram was out, I was one of the girls.
she was definitely one and you have to remember this was pre-social media so you really had to be that
This is
girl
like-
for
Girl, you
real.
was that girl by word of mouth.
By
You was
word of
literally that
mouth.
girl.
You had to be word of mouth because there was
Word
no
of mouth.
About MySpace
Facebook.
status, bitch.
No,
Yeah.
pre-MySpace, pre-Facebook. This was like
Y'all are so
it
prehistoric.
was. I mean, it was MySpace. I was gonna say it was Black Planet.
I
It was Black
graduated in
Planet.
03.
Yeah, Black Planet MySpace-ish.
You graduated high school in 03?
Don't do too much.
I'm
Don't do too
39.
much. Don't do too much.
It's
I graduated in
okay.
05.
It's okay.
Yeah. Don't
Oh no, it's calm down because everybody in the room.
like let's not too much on the O's. Like please.
It's okay. I'm okay. I don't be lying about my age or nothing. I'm okay with
Yeah.
that.
No, but you look better than girls my age. I'm not gonna
Thank
lie.
you.
So do you?
I'm
Yeah.
39 with 4 children.
I know that's right, Kiki.
Yep.
I'm in a mood today. I'm sorry. I'm
You are in a special place. You're in a mood today. Okay, so we started like I first became aware of you back then. Now you said your age. That was 20 years ago. Where do you want? This is your time. Where do you want to start your story? Do you want to start back then? Because how did it feel? Like I said, we were very young.
Very young.
And this was pre-internet. So you really had to be kind of in the field doing shit. How did that feel back then?
That's all I knew.
Yeah. Tell us, because you're a mom too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think our daughters are almost close in age.
She is a hard 16.
Yeah, and mine is 15.
I'm about to say she about to eat you up.
I know she about to get on me if I don't say the right age. So let me just make sure I got all my ducks in a row. Tell us what it was like becoming a mother. How was it? Was it what you thought? Was it different? Did it cramp your style? Like what?
Well, it was Zahara. It didn't cramp my style. I
Yeah.
was 22. I was still outside.
Oh yeah.
It didn't cramp my style. I remember like I was working like part time. Zahara would go to bed and I was outside.
Yeah.
My mother. I was living with my mom at the time.
Okay.
And it didn't cramp my style. It did like it toughened me up and made me get more serious about everything. Like I wasn't wasting time with people. Everybody knew like she comes with me. Like I don't think there was no Cash App back then, but I remember certain people I was dating would, like text me like, I'm about to send you some money to get Zahara some shoes. Don't touch it. You know, it was like everybody knew, don't play with me. I come with Zahara.
The baby.
I have
Yeah.
people, just homeboys to this day, they'll be like, I remember I was holding Zahara in the mall. Like I always
Yeah.
had my child
Yeah.
with me. It didn't stop my life.
Yeah.
Maybe it should have. Maybe it should have. But me and Zahara,
That's your dog.
Yes.
That's how I feel about me and Jay. And that's why.
And she's my only daughter. But
exactly.
She was with me to this day. Zahara will be 17 the end of this year. I tell her things that maybe some people wouldn't tell their daughters, like that are going on right now, because I'm like, you're going to be 31 one time, and I need you to remember this conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
so what would you say? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
May I ask a question? When you say what you were taught, can I hear that?
So,
what you were taught about being a mother?
No,
what you were being taught as a person,
as being
she
a
says,
woman.
Like,
I mean,
from when I was from her.
14, I was taught, don't be out here messing with nobody and giving you no money.
Okay, I feel like that's
what
what
I'm talking about. So I don't necessarily, I can't say that I totally disagree with that, but my mother hates. I've had this conversation publicly before.
This is the other thing. I'm just going to jump in. I'm just going to jump in here. Our parents are very different than us.
Very, very.
It was a different time.
Different time.
And
still a different.
It's still different. It's still a different world.
Yeah.
Even though we're in 2020, it's still a different. So they parented us. I hate to say from a place of fear, but from a place or lack even, but from a very almost defensive place.
Yeah, my mother was. It was very much like, I don't know if, because my mom's half white, so back in her time, she was that girl because of that. That she doesn't do nothing no more. Yeah. So I am the light skinned. I hate the color shit. Yeah. But it is what it is. So I don't know if it trickled down, but I'm the light skinned daughter, and there was things that I don't even feel like she told my sister. It was like, you're the token little bitch. Oh. Go out there and get it. I had the body and all that before everybody, and everybody got the body. But I had these things, and my daughter, like, I don't remember ever being told, respect your body, respect yourself, wait. Like, I tell my daughter, I'm like, look, everything you do is going to be screenshotted. So everything you put in that phone, every picture you send, before you send it, make sure you ask yourself, the person besides what I'm sending, do I want somebody else in the school to see this? These are not, now granted, we didn't have like screenshots and shit back then, but these are things that I was not taught. It was not respect your body, wait, make, you can't undo anything you do in life. You can't undo it. I wasn't taught that. I was taught, look, you're going to do it. When you do it, tell me so I can get you on birth control and get you some money.
I think a lot of mothers our age had that same approach.
I'm being 100%.
I think a lot
real.
had that.
She's gonna hate me again for this conversation.
It's okay.
I don't care.
Yeah.
So my daughter is not taught those things. I'm like, respect yourself, wait, and so my daughter is very sheltered and compared to me because I think I try to do the opposite. So I have to balance, like, still letting her be a kid. Like yesterday, she sent me a picture. She went to a pool party. Girl, face was beat. I'm like, why is your face beat at pool party? Because it's 2024.
I was gonna say they wear lashes, lips busting.
The other day, I'm like, I looked at her. I said,
they don't look like we did.
No, the other day
they never had They had never had an awkward phase where they had to like do their own hair, do their own makeup, have crunchy edges, like bad lip liner.
So she sends me this picture. She looks cute as hell. I just said, yo, you look cute. Instead of what I really wanted to say was, why do you got that makeup on at the pool? Yeah. We didn't have to do that. Okay, girls, 2024, you're not her.
They got to get glam.
So I work on this balance of like just being, I don't know, it's just, it's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
I think it's difficult too, because our kids are the same age. And on top of that, we have daughters and they watch everything. Yeah. So it's like, I'd be coming home fucked up. I
can only imagine.
It's a lot. And, I'll say this about in terms of the dating thing, like I've had to lead by example because I know anything I tell her is in one ear, out the other. So she has to watch. And I'm very cognizant of, because we've had kind of different stories, but like I've always been single. So my daughter has never seen.
Yeah, you got good parents and stuff. I've seen y'all out with brunch.
Yes.
Cute.
Thank you.
Literally, like I'm like.
We ran into each other at a family brunch. Like my whole family was there. My parents, my sister, my daughter. We were all together. But like, it's challenging because she's at a place when she's dating, and I do wonder in my head, like, what have I modeled for her? What does she know about love? Like, what does she know about companionship and what you're supposed to do as a woman and what a man. And I will say, like, one thing, any guy I date, Jay, seriously, press. If I come in the house, food, flowers, gift, her first thing is where's mine? First off break. Off break. I got Valentine's Day gifts. They got Jaden Valentine's gifts. I get perfume. She gets the little, I'll get whatever brand. She'll get a little Ariana Grande, a little age appropriate thing. But it does make me think, like, am I teaching her that you have to get stuff?
Something. No, the way you're saying it is appropriate to me. I am not. Listen,
because
I
when
do
she
believe
has
men
her
are
little friend
providers.
come to the house, they bring flowers for both of us. Every time her little friend stop by, full, two dozen roses, one for me, one for her, and I'm like,
These little niggas ain't
okay,
No.
I said you stepping hard.
In the space
You
you're
stepping
saying
at
it,
14.
in the space you're saying it is appropriate. I'm
Yeah.
talking about some other,
Okay.
some other trickle down.
Yeah.
shit. Like no, and to the point where Zahara is so sheltered because I am like, no, that's what you're not about to be. You know, we're learning every day.
Yeah.
I've never parented a teenage daughter.
Do you
It's
have
a lot.
regrets? Do you have regrets
About what?
About just
The
what your mom taught
situation.
you and then what you went out in the world to be or anything?
Not really, because I'm never like. One thing that saved me is I was never into no drugs. I didn't had all types of shit near me. I never was like a peer pressure person. I will give myself that. Yeah, I did some things. I was considered promiscuous at one point in my life.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But like I never did drugs and stuff, so I never did nothing like I ain't on nobody's tape. I'm not doing I never did nothing really that wild and crazy. I just probably messed with one too many people.
One too many boys.
So if
That's
I could
fine.
regret it, would be like I probably X you out because you weren't deserving.
Yeah.
But as a whole, like I really wasn't crazy. I wasn't never on drugs. I didn't start drinking until I got grown. And even then, barely. I really started drinking after my third child. He stressed me. That one was the stressful
Where
one.
you had to
Really?
hit the bottle.
How many?
Yeah.
I have 4 kids.
4 kids. Okay.
Okay,
Woo,
so we
girl,
talked.
you would not know.
Okay,
thank you.
that's what I'm saying. She's sitting here talking about her
Don't play with
body,
Zakia.
her body, and this and that. Like, girl, you
Don't play with OG and girl.
Okay, after 4K.
No, but
Okay,
I'm saying like I can't even say I know a bunch of regrets because I never did any like I didn't do nothing too wild.
Too
I
bad.
just was doing it over here while y'all was doing it over here.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really it.
so you mentioned that you were married at one point in time, and this is always like a fascinating conversation with me for married folks. How did you know? Yes, I'm ready, all in for life. And then when did you know, bitch?
So it clearly wasn't.
This is done.
It wasn't for life, obviously, but this was a person I knew since I was young.
Okay.
Since I was born, I knew him. We were like family.
Yeah.
So I think that that was the one person I was 100% comfortable with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
He did everything he said he was going to do.
That's
And
important.
my ex-husband was a barber. It wasn't.
Yeah.
So it was like a shift. I came.
From a baller to a barber.
Yeah. So it was like I was ready I had my daughter who was 3 at the time, and I'm like, yeah, I actually want love. This shit my mother talking about is cool, but like
Yeah.
these niggas don't love me. Okay, so I wanted love, and I like went to love.
The
That's
love.
what I did. I
Yeah.
went to the
love.
love. Was that 100% right? No, because you need some balance. There needs to be some balance, but you know,
Because love don't pay the bills.
exactly. And he did pay the bills. Barber and all, he paid them. That's one thing about that ex-husband. He paid the bills.
I'm just
So
saying.
we ain't never gonna have a fucking wedding. You need to change your mindset. Go
Okay.
ahead, ma'am.
You're right. You're
Well,
right. I will be
love-
unmarried forever.
Here's what I say. Love did pay the bills, but we didn't have too much extra. I didn't get to like go on trips and things.
All
Things
the
I'm
extra,
interested
all
in
the
now.
all the soft
Yeah,
stuff.
so
yeah.
it was just like me kind of rebelling from all these things I was taught and like, but you're old and single now. I want love.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. And me trusting him with my child.
Perfect. And then, did you guys have kids?
2.
You have 2 kids with him.
Yeah, I had
okay.
Zahara.
And then you have 2 boys. 2 boys with him.
I
Okay.
had another.
When did
third
you
one.
know it was over with your husband?
I just think me and my husband got married young and like we probably should have just stayed friends.
Because people
Outside
always
of the
say,
kids, you know, I love
yeah.
my
Oh yeah, of
babies.
course, of course.
But I mean, we just kind of, I think I outgrew him, and I hate to even. It's not him. I hate to even keep talking.
you
about
outgrew
him.
the situation.
Yeah, just like we
Yeah.
probably just should have been friends.
Been in cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Okay.
it was cool. I mean, I don't have no like horror stories in my marriage.
Yeah.
Things that things happen, but I don't have no. I
No
was treated
real.
good. I don't have any like really bad stories.
Okay. So after you got divorced, I'm sorry, Dara, did you have something?
No, I was saying
Oh,
okay
go
because she
ahead,
said
girl.
she doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
I don't like. I've been treated well.
Okay. So after you got divorced, you have 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what were you feeling then? What was like?
So that's not what I did wrong. What I've learned now,
Yeah.
what I did wrong was everything. Like I said, he went through that phone.
Yeah.
Everything was in his name. My car. So the day when I got busted, he went and took my kids in the car. We were in Atlanta. He drove them to Maryland in my car because it was in his name. So that's some shit I'll never do again. You know, you got to go through things to learn, but that came from my mother. Like, men do everything. Da, da, da.
Let him do it, yeah.
So my phone, my car was in his name. He took my shit. I probably had $16 in the account. Something crazy. Like, took my shit. And that was like the beginning of my low point. But you know, because you know my business, that it was the beginning to some good shit. Mm-hmm. But now I'm kind of backing up.
Okay, so let's talk about the beginning of your business, because you had a very popular, very prominent, very profitable business. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Courts and Rainbows.
Courts and Rainbows, girls.
Yes, it started well, not started, but it's a spiritual based business that started at that point in my life when I separated from my husband, and it literally started with a T-shirt. Well, first I sold some sage and a quartz crystal. Quartz was my favorite. I sold sage, and then I made a T-shirt that said "Sage Crystals and Trap Music."
Yes,
super popular T-shirt, and that came from after my separation with my husband, of me not having nothing, and I'm like, okay, I need something to start working for me.
So how were you able to, like, you were already kind of into spirituality? What made you think, like, I want to start a business and start selling shit?
So it just started helping me. I wasn't in it that long. That same summer when I split up with my husband, my grandmother passed away, who was very much into spirituality, but like I know it like I know now after going to her house and seeing her shit and all that, like knowing what things mean. You know, you get older, you
things.
Understand. Yeah, you
more.
Understand the things that she was the crazy lady, but her ass wasn't crazy.
He wasn't crazy.
Yeah, so all of that happened in one summer, and then it was like everybody jokes in my family like, oh, Umi must have went and landed in Atlanta after she died, because when I tell you, like, I start lighting sage and like shit, I used to be scared of fire. I wouldn't even put the candle to the kids' birthday cake. And I start like getting into all these things, and it just started working, and I just start sharing what I was going through.
This is on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
I start sharing shit, and it just worked, and I just went from product to product, and it grew until it didn't.
So what do you think is the point where you feel like it didn't? Like where it's
so COVID plays a role.
Yeah.
I didn't suffer during COVID, but the after effects of like, okay, everybody regular now.
Back
we don't got
to
no money.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, my business would still probably be fine if I didn't try to do too much too fast.
What did you think in terms of expansion or
expansion? Okay. And I will 100% admit that I got caught up in the Instagram hype. So like during the pandemic, everybody was an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you don't need to get a Turo. You don't need an Airbnb. You don't need all these things that I had the money to do. So I'm like, 7 streams of income. No, I should have just focused on my business and let it grow steps instead of fucking elevator.
Yeah.
And it grew like the elevator. And I tried to do all these things and be this boss bitch that wasn't necessary for me. And I had to get smacked the fuck back down and learn my very hard, humbling lessons. And that's where I'm at today.
So when you started to see, you said through the pandemic, y'all were booming. But once kind of life got back to normal, people got back to the office or whatever, you saw a dip.
The people don't have PPP money no more, baby.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it was a mix of that too.
You're right.
But like, so 2022, it's funny because I remember like having this conversation with somebody saying like, okay, 2017 was a horrible year for me. That's when I broke up with my husband and like a bunch of other crazy things happened. Then I thought 2022 was like, oh, another bad year. I still made over $100,000 that year, like which is nothing for some people, but that's a
lot of money.
No, but it was a very slow year in comparison to
previous years. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But like I was like, oh, this is the end. Like I made like $130,000. I'm dying, right? But that was just sales, not profit. Yeah. But I thought 2022 was the year. I don't know. 2023 was the
2023 kicked everybody's ass.
Was the year leading into 2024. This year, I'm starting to like things are changing. I'm good. Not necessarily, not financially. I'm not about to sit here in front to nobody, but my insides are really, really good.
Getting better.
Good.
Yeah. But it was just like, I think that things started getting back to normal, and people weren't spending as much money, or they were focused on the things they absolutely need. And I had this pretty business.
This French.
More of a want.
Yeah.
And that was part of it.
I could see that. Okay. Yeah, because when people have to cut the budget, they start, cutting.
Yeah, what are my needs? Yeah. And what are my wants?
Cutting the access. So
I wish I had some steak in a toilet paper brand or some paper towels, some shit that
something
you need.
some antibacterial wipes.
Yes.
Some soap.
Yeah.
Something. Shit. Yeah. Okay. So transitioning from Courts and Rainbows to, the business kind of slowing down a little bit.
Oh, it slowed down a lot of it. And then it slowed down a lot of it. Part of it was a mix of just like people in life and then me changing.
How did you change?
in so many ways. So like back to our weird spiritual shit. I used to get readings.
Okay.
And I would always hear the same message. You need to be meditating and going out in nature. And I'm like,
okay.
nigga, I ain't got time for that. I done made $10,000 today.
Yeah. I ain't got time to go outside.
Not thinking about that, right?
Yeah.
So I would hear these things, and somehow here I am, little Miss Nature, always on the trails, meditating and working out. I also hear that work out, do all these things. And I'm like, I don't have time for that. So it's like life took me all the way down. Like I will tell the truth. I am staying with my mom right now.
Yeah.
I did the one thing in life that I always said I would never do. You got to be very careful about what you say you would never do. My two middle sons, my ex-husband, they live with him right now.
Okay. They went back.
I always said, I'm never sending my kids to live with nobody. Now it's their father.
It's not nobody. It's their dad.
It's their father.
Yeah.
They've got a good father, but you know, you say what you'll never do.
Yeah.
Two of my kids live with their dad in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So that was because I let my apartment, built my fancy ass expensive apartment in Rockville.
I remember.
let everything go. So I let everything go. Stayed with a friend for a minute. That didn't really work out. No shade to her. Now I'm staying at my mom, me and Zahara, because I have Jahan half the time. He has the daddy of the year. Thank God. So I went back to the bottom.
You went back to basics.
Yeah.
Back to the basics, but I was in the same spot that I was before I started Quartz and Rainbows. And what was helping me then was my spirituality. Now what is helping me now has been my fitness and the outside. So I know what's happening, as hard as it is. For whatever reason, God likes to play with me and choose me to share my story. So he's like, oh, you got to sit down again, go through this, and then you're going to, I have no doubt that I'm going to be back.
Oh,
making
for sure.
my 6 figures or whatever, 7, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm in a sit down season, and now it's finally starting to click. Like all these things from these readings are coming back. Like he did tell you to work out. He did tell you to meditate. He told you to start taking nature walks. All this shit that I was like, don't have time. I'm making money. All these things are happening. So now I'm just in a space where I have to figure out how to monetize. It is what it is. Like how am I going to share this story again and make it into something?
Yeah. I made up a word called commoditize, which is where like you take the things that you're good at and you make it a commodity.
And that's where I'm at. I don't have all the answers yet, but I now I can see.
But you have a great story.
Thank you. But now I can see like, oh, this is happening again. Okay.
So you feel like you've been stripped again to rebuild.
And it's happened to some of my favorite people. And what I will say is in those readings, I haven't had one in a while, so I need a break. But in those readings, the last one I had from the person that I trust and love the most told me, oh, you about to lose all your shit, but you gonna get it back. And I'm not saying this because I fuck with you. I'm telling you. And I was like, I feel it happening. What do you mean?
You want to be like Beyonce? No.
He told me, oh, you're about to lose all your shit. He didn't lie. About to lose all your shit, but don't worry. You're going to get it back.
That is such a scary reading.
And then I watched,
I'd be scared.
And then I watched, just about a week ago, I watched, what's it called? Eat, Pray, Love. And this guy told her that you're going to lose all your money in the 6 to 10 months, but you're going to get it back. And I was like, oh, damn. Like, that's wild. But I ain't got it back yet. But I done got back so much. Like, so much wisdom and so much.
I was going to say, what do you feel like you've gained in this time?
I've gained, like, just, I done left these niggas alone.
Say that one more time, please. Say it one more time to the camera.
Left these niggas alone. It's just, I'm in a space where, like, I've been getting more people trying to talk to me lately. I don't know. I be seeing them on the gym and on the trails and all these things, but like I'm not interested. Okay. And I'm
You're in a peaceful place.
Yeah, in no way am I Miss Celibate for life or nothing like that. I'm not that girl. I'm very what you say earlier. You said something earlier.
Real fucker.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, real fucking. Yeah. I'm not Miss Celibate for life or nothing, but like I am not looking for nobody to come save me. I've got to get myself together, and then I will get back into that. But like I just wake up thinking about the gym, and I just wake up like want to be better, and I read. I sit in my car. I don't have a lot of alone time because like I said, I live with my mom. She talks a whole lot, so I'm in my car reading. I'm doing all the things I should have been doing when I was making all that money, and I just like got back slapped down to come back up, and I 100% trust that I'm going to be fine. That doesn't mean that it's easy, but I'm just in a space that I'm like, damn, Zakia, this is all the stuff you really was supposed to be. This is who you're supposed to be. Yeah. Like, I think approaching 40, I'm going to be who I'm supposed to be.
Oh, of course.
Physically and everything. I got till March. I keep saying, like, I'm be fine for 40. Like, I got till March.
You fine now, girl.
I know,
what are you saying?
But I have some things I want to see.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's just like, it's hard. I'm not going to sit like, oh, I'm Miss Positive all the time. But I outgrew Quartz and Rainbows. Because the things I was preaching, even sage crystals and trap music, I don't even hardly listen to trap music.
Trap no more. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I be in Pandora, like a Snow Allegra.
Yeah.
Like, it's like it's just things have changed.
Yeah,
I
and we
think-
change.
yeah.
And I think that what's good about what you're saying is you notice that.
Oh, very
Yeah.
self-aware,
Yeah,
self-accountable. When I fuck up,
A lot of people aren't
self-aware.
self-aware.
I'm very
Yes.
self-aware.
A lot of people aren't
And
self-aware.
like you fall down 9, stand up 10.
Yeah, I'm very
I can see
self-aware. But yeah, now this year though, it's starting to make sense. Like, okay, we're back here.
This
okay.
is what. Yeah.
But I was here before, and it got really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you feel like, okay, so you had a huge following with Quartz and Rainbows. What are you telling your following now? Like, what message are you giving them?
I ain't been telling them shit, but but what I will say, what I've noticed is a lot of them between like my customers and people that I just liked, like other businesses that I followed and liked.
Yeah.
A lot of them are getting into fitness. So I'm like, I know a lot of them are in. I'm not saying y'all all went down bad with some money at one point, but a lot of them are in the same space as me. Just like the people when I came in Quartz and Rainbows, it was interesting because I came in like before Sage was at Five Below and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like before it was this trendy ass
It's
thing. I was
huge
like kind of
everywhere.
one of the girls.
First, yeah.
So I'm like, this is interesting that these people that I came in and bought up with me are now also in the same space as me. So I know I'm going to make it some type of thing again.
Yeah.
What? I don't know all the way yet, but
Yeah.
I want to make some mind, body, soul shit. Still, I'm still who I am. I'm still a spiritual person, but deeper than just like preaching about money. Like I was very into like manifesting money and getting this and getting that. And this is so much shit that I don't even care about anymore. I just don't.
You're
don't get
past
me
it.
wrong. I still
Bills
want
and everything.
money and
Yeah,
things like that. But like my goals for 2024 did not have anything to do with money.
Oh.
2025, I'm back though. Like I feel
Yeah.
like that's gonna be my
Your year,
But right
comeback
now,
year.
it's just internal and gym.
Oh, I love this conversation. I feel like I really
Okay.
needed to hear
Oh,
all of this.
good.
I really,
Yeah.
I'm
love
down
preaching
here in
to the
tears.
young girls.
But
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that's
But
great.
yeah, so that's where I'm at. I mean, but like I said, did some shit I thought I would never do. My boys are with their father.
Yeah. You're back home. Like, it's a lot.
And it ain't no big home.
Uh,
It's not a lot of space. It's a lot, but somebody else is here.
Yeah.
Somebody else is in this spot because
Yeah.
my favorites have been in this spot. I listen to people and I'm like, oh, okay, they had this moment, so it's
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely. I think, and that's why when we talk about like why we wanted to start the show, like we wanted these conversations. We wanted to see people
important.
who
Yeah.
we see
'Cause y'all gonna bring me back
online.
next year and it's gonna be a whole different conversation.
Okay, and do it, but we
Yes.
want to have like, okay, you fine, and you paid, and you do breath work and meditation, but bitch, like, let's get into
To
it.
the
The
real.
nitty-gritty.
Like,
yes.
let's talk
Yeah.
about how we got here, because it all looks. I had a conversation with my close guy friend, and I had a complete breakdown, like sobbing, and he was like, "I didn't know you were going through this. I mean, online shit looked lit," and I'm like, "Nigga, shut the fuck up.
The
We're friends
internet
in real
isn't
life."
real.
I'm like, "We're friends
So
in real
here's
life.
the thing.
Don't do that to me right now. I'm so upset." He's
I
like,
am always an open book, and I haven't been trying to hide any of this.
Yeah.
It's not been a secret. People that know me, but I just haven't felt like it's not time.
Yeah.
But when it is time, I'm spilling it. I'm
Yeah.
spilling that shit out. I'm an open book. I don't try to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's not easy. But I still feel like I'm doing very well as far as staying positive through it all.
And that's what I said. Like at this point in my life, I'm in a very challenging place in one aspect, but everything else is going so well.
So mine is financial, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, I love who I am.
Exactly.
More than I did when I had money. For real, I promise you. I like whoever dates me next, whoever I actually take serious, he gonna have a good ass woman more than my last baby. Bless this heart. When I tell you he's the best.
He's a nice guy.
Oh God,
He's a nice guy.
he's the best.
Yeah.
There was a random thought that came to my mind that I've been getting a lot. Someone to share for the girls.
Yeah.
So although I feel like I'm on pause for men a little bit, one thing that's been coming up for me, these men that we think that we like, usually in this space of like loneliness and shit, because I do be lonely sometimes. Sometimes you gotta really like strip a person down and say, do I really like him, or the things I like, is that what I just want to be more of?
I just like these things.
I like these things.
Yeah.
Because I've had a few come along. This one, I liked his fearlessness and how much he traveled.
Sure.
This one, I liked how he spoke to the youth. Well, bitch, you know, you inspire people too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like these things that we see in people, for us women, mostly men. Before you think you like this person, ask yourself, like, do I really, or is that just something God trying to show me? That I
Show
need
you
to do
within
more
yourself.
of?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never thought of it that way.
I've got
says-
that message while meditating quite a few times, because there'll be like different people come up in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, he not all that. He just does this, but
He
that's
just
what
does
you
that.
do too. And
Yeah.
you've just been burying that. You
Yeah.
need to do more of that.
Yeah.
What were you
I
saying?
Don't know
think
where that came from.
When you always say I have hard boundaries, I'm someone that tried to grow up fast, right? And growing up fast sent me right into a motherfucking train wreck. Sent me right into rock bottom, which I always say I'll share. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
But
Well, your time.
I think that the reason why you admire my boundaries is because I've been in places where if I didn't have these boundaries, you probably wouldn't know me.
Okay, that's fair.
My boundaries have built me up to be Dear the doll and all the great things that people admire me to be. I was not always this person. I was very weak, very fragile,
I
very
can't imagine you
would
like
let
that.
somebody do
Yeah.
anything to me. The walls I have built create a sanctuary for me, because if I don't, I'm really a nice person deep down inside.
I know that.
My mom always says that people would not imagine how sweet you are, really.
Yeah.
People don't like sweet. And when you're
Yeah.
when you're creating a caliber for yourself, when you're creating a persona, my mom always says like the person I am on camera and hostings is the same person that I am.
Yeah.
I've had somebody try to strip me of everything I think I am. And like that's why I have such strong boundaries, because I've been in places where I feel like I just can't. Like life is not for me. I just can't.
See, and I
So-
think that's right. Like I've never been in a place where like I've
Girl,
had to
rock
really
bottom where people
like
stoning you,
defend myself or like my back was really up. I mean, I have, but it's been so personal where it wasn't like it was my own shit. It wasn't somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was not coming at me, but doing this to me. It was more like my own mess that was strangling me, you know, around. But it's something that I'm learning to do is like your energy and where you put it towards or what you don't put it towards is so important.
Yeah, this past year of being what I like, you know, feeling like a failure or being down. Again, outside of financials, because I ain't about to front to nobody.
Yeah.
Like, I really got no real money. Look, you know, because we had to name the sale
Yes.
nail tech. Girl,
Yes.
I got the little manicure.
Yes,
And I'm keeping up with
you
the
got a
manicure.
manny. Yes, you got a manny.
A little teeny
Okay,
manny.
but you know,
Now-
I'm on a payment plan, so
Listen,
we're not
part of
too
that-
far away right now.
Part of that is because the gym, I don't even miss the long
Yeah.
nails. So
Yeah.
like everything just work out exactly how it's supposed to. But I am, like I said, I love who I am better now
Yeah.
as me.
Yeah.
So when I get back to where I will, because I have no doubt about that, things are going to look so
much different.
And things I just thought I wanted. Yes, I still like nice things and I want these things, of course, but it's not priority. Like I want my freedom. So that last
And peace of
apartment that I
mind.
had, the last apartment
Yeah.
that I had, it was probably doing too much. And I want to be able to just be free and travel with my money and do the things that I want to do. I don't want to be like, at this point, give me a little ass house somewhere that's cute and I
Yeah.
can be free.
Yeah.
And that's not to take, I'm not trying to like downgrade things. And I'm not a person that's like, oh, I don't need things. I don't like nice cars and all that shit. I do. But what matters at the end of the day. And that is how my son's father, he's like that. He would just sometimes look at me like, this bitch don't get it. And we the same age. And then like now I'm like, oh, I get it. You
I
weren't
get it.
hating.
Yeah.
You just got it before me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
It clicked
Yeah.
fast. It clicked sooner.
He would be, I'll come in with some shit and he'll be like,
Why you got that?
and
Why
I'm
you
like,
doing all
this
that?
nigga hating.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
but
No.
no.
Yeah.
Now we did our little things where I just think he didn't communicate his views properly.
Sure.
But now I'm just like, oh,
You see
you
it.
got it.
You
You
see
got
it.
it before me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
And that's
it.
where I'm at. It's like, I don't care what the next person does with their money, but it's some things that I'm like, just hold on. That's not really as important as you think it
As you
is.
think
Be
it is.
patient. And
Yes.
it's all to show another person. It's not because you really like it.
Right.
It's all to show up another person.
You know what's funny? So, my last apartment,
Mhm.
super nice, just a pretty ass apartment. And I remember moving out of his house in a neighborhood that I didn't like. It was okay, kind of ghetto. And I'm like, I'm gonna go get the shit I want
Yeah.
now.
We're moving on up.
Yeah, and I don't have that apartment anymore. It didn't work
Yeah.
out. We'll say that. My car that I like,
Yeah.
I still have that, and it's because I know I got that with the right reasons. I
Yeah.
like nature, so I like my top to come down.
You like to top off that.
When you
yeah.
do something with the really, really the right intent, God will let you keep that.
Y'all,
thing.
she drives a very beautiful truck. FYI.
Who cares?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, when you do shit with the right intent, God will help you keep that thing. That apartment, like, girl, you was trying to be cute.
You trying to stunt?
Yep.
Yeah.
But that car, no, you weren't really trying to be cute. I had 2 cars. I had one Jeep that couldn't fit all the kids.
Yeah.
I got that one, and I wanted the easy access of the top down.
Yeah,
because I like nature.
Yeah,
I love to see the sky above me.
Yeah.
So God was like, you actually did that one for the right reasons.
Right.
You didn't get the Jeep just because you just wanted
to say I got this fully loaded.
No, I fucking feel amazing
in your car.
My insides when I see the clouds.
Yeah.
So you got to do things. You got to check yourself sometimes. Like, am I doing this for somebody else? Or this is what I really want.
Mm-hmm.
When you do something you really actually want for your mental health reasons, you probably keep that one thing.
Mm-hmm.
That apartment is the fuck out of here and on my credit. That's what I'll say about that.
That's why you can never judge me for having a white refrigerator, bitch. It's okay. It's okay.
Give me a white refrigerator right now. And that doesn't mean you won't get all the things again later, but you have to check yourself. Like, why am I doing this?
And I think that's so hard, to your point about growing up fast and your point about like wanting the things, is like, you get a little money in your pocket, you want the stuff. You want to do the things that you didn't have or you didn't get, or you've always wanted to do. Even if you already had it, like shit, like you said, you already had a lot of stuff. You already had a lot of experiences. You already did some stuff. But yeah, you still want.
But I didn't have it on my own.
Yeah, a little bit more for yourself, But I think, to your point, like, if you're not doing it with the right intentions, God will strip it from you.
It's going to get snatched.
Yeah.
God will take it from you.
I agree.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that too.
Today,
this was
you
a
have
good
gained a fan.
Yeah. This was a
you
good
too, girl.
No,
This was a good show.
No, literally.
This was a
I
good
love
episode.
that.
Yeah.
That's what her hive's about.
That's just really.
I'm gonna cry after this.
Okay, it's fine. We'll
I'm dead ass gonna cry.
Yeah,
after
we're
this.
gonna have
I'm holding it. I'm holding it. Back.
Yeah, she is, but that's fine. But
that's
yeah,
where I am.
I am
I'm
so.
Come back with
I was gonna
the
say,
rest
I
of
want
the
you to come
story.
back in 6 months, and I want you to come back in 12 months.
I am.
Because the story is not done. I want it like.
No, it's not.
Zakia is someone I've known for a while. Like I said, I've known her from growing up. Before I even knew her, I knew of her, and whatever. But she is someone who, first and foremost, has always been real, has always been true, has always been a girl's girl, and we suffer with that on this show. But
no, I really am. I'm not just saying that. I really am. That's my strength.
And that's more than that. Because I'm an older sister, I don't have a big sister, so I've always, like I said from the very beginning, she was always the hot older sister. Like, there's something about having a big sister vibe, and I'm so appreciative that you came by, you shared with us, you got real with us, we got to know you a little deeper. People that follow you and have been following you for a long time.
Yeah, because I'm going to share this on the other page so I can know where I've been.
Yes, we'll get to see you, get to see your face, get to know you're okay. Like,
cut down your clips and stuff.
Yeah, we'll chop up your clips. We'll get you going. I am so happy you were here. Like, this is really what I wanted this show to be about.
Because I told you, I'm always an open book, but I've been quiet lately. Not because I'm trying to hide anything. It's just like I've been working on myself.
Yeah,
and
you've been doing the
work.
Space
to speak it in. You want like a good.
Yeah.
You want to be not over the hump, but you want to be in a place where you can talk about it a little bit more freely, and it's not so tight, so close to your heart.
Yeah. Now I'm like, fine. Like, it's been a year of.
Yeah.
And now, like, just literally this week, I start a full-time sales manager at Orange Theory.
Okay.
Again, that's not even a piece of the money that I have, but I'm like entering this fitness space.
It's something you like.
That and do something, because I'm always going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to take that and figure something. But I've been like,
I know, getting back into when you used to being a free bitch, and they try to get you back in the 9 to 5, you be like, ugh.
But it's okay. I always preached, quit your job, follow your dream. No. Sometimes
you need health insurance,
it's
baby.
Okay to slow. I would be like, quit.
United States of America, you need health insurance attached to a job.
One thing, the girls always say, you talk shit for a living, babe. I have a 9 to 5.
Okay,
I'm glad that it looks like it.
I've always been the opposite. Fuck that job. Quit. No. I'm here to say Zakia's about to go do sales at a fitness place, learn what I need to learn, and then turn it into something.
And turn it into something.
I know it's
even
like
better.
I feel it. I'm good. I feel good.
Team Zakiki.
Yeah, we love this.
Thank you.
We love this. This was such a good episode. I'm so happy.
I'm glad y'all had me.
I'm so happy you were on. Yes, guys, please make sure.
It's a good follow-up for the
Okay, I was gonna say I think it's a good follow up.
They think I'm an evil bitch.
I know this is a good follow up for where we are, but guys, thank you for joining us again. This was such a good episode.
Yes,
make sure you're following us on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Z, tell people where they can find you. What's coming next?
So you can find me as Zakia by Nature on Instagram. I'm not even going to shout out the last business because who cares? I'm moving on.
Yeah.
Zakia by Nature. Yeah, I think you're gonna see me in the fitness space.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will be at the gym with
Zakia. We'll be right behind. We'll be right there.
Yeah. Showing showing that you don't have to go get surgery.
Yes.
I was gonna say,
Eat the girls up.
you have a good body, so I'm not even sure why we're entertaining this conversation.
Okay, I
people
know
what they
that,
don't like
and
about their body.
You're
that's
right.
why I don't
You're
really.
right.
Whatever, do what you want to do with your
Yeah.
money. I understand that I have a decent palate to start off with.
So you got a good base
struggle
over
with
there.
That, so I'm not trying to sound insensitive.
Yeah, of course.
But
Every time.
yeah, I'm just team 2023. Just like
I love it.
natural.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
No.
it. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining us again on Her Hive. Real fucking episode, bitch.
Amen.
Amen.
Hey, like,
Amen.
we did good.
We did good.
Y'all did so good.
You did good.
You did great.
Great.
I want to hug too.
Yay! See y'all next week.